Do not question the gods.
That's right. Do not question us, or we shall have to unleash our awesome and terrible power.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 cult classic animated movies that bombed at the box office.
Mom says it's something inside of all good things, and that it goes on forever and ever.
For this list, we'll be looking at the full-length cartoon stories that gained a passionate following after having bad luck with ticket sales. What's your favorite cult classic animated movie? Share them with us in the comments. Number 10. The Black Cauldron. By far one of the darkest movies in Disney's catalog, The Black Cauldron was a first for Disney in many ways. Its darker edge and grim imagery were sharp departures from what came before.
No! Stop! I'll make her tell you.
That's better.
Despite being re-edited to be less scary for kids, its mature themes were still a point of contention for critics and moviegoers.
My beloved warriors have come to life. All the dead of centuries past. Never has anyone created an army like this.
The more intense tale was also the most expensive animated movie of the time, with a budget of $44 million. Unfortunately, it only earned $21.3 million at the box office.
Go ahead! I'm sure you've murdered for less.
Its financial failure nearly put Disney off of animation permanently. But years after the company bounced back, fans came around to The Black Cauldron. Viewers now appreciate the dark tone for standing out in the catalog.
Aren't you all darling?
Hello, I'm King Idleegg of the Fairfold.
How the blazes did they...
Number 9. The Thief and the Cobbler. It took nearly 30 years for The Thief and the Cobbler to go from an idea to a finished film. However, it wasn't exactly the movie it was originally intended to be.
Now, excellent majesty, ruler supreme, I can safely assure you, a dream's just a dream.
Over the years, the film was cut down and renamed twice. Neither version managed to steal the hearts or cash from moviegoers. Fortunately, dedicated artists spent time trying to edit the film so it more closely aligned with the original vision.
This young man can save your city!
Tak can save our city? How?
Money up front.
The updated version was received warmly and gained a following of its own. Despite taking decades to get to the finish line, this troubled story finally got the audience it deserved.
Can it really be happening to me? Am I feeling love?
Number 8. Titan AE. From The Secret of Nim to Anastasia, Don Bluth has directed some incredible animated films. Sadly, not all gain the recognition they deserve.
Dad, where's everybody going?
We're leaving too. We all have to go somewhere safe.
His most recent theatrical release, Titan AE, follows the last remnants of humanity trying to establish a new planet. Its ambitious blend of traditional animation with CGI supported a unique space opera story. While both elements certainly stood out, the scope and look of the story caused the budget to get to over $70 million.
There she is, Captain. No, there, Captain. Which one?
It only brought in around $36.8 million and lost Fox $100 million. Since Fox Animation was already struggling, this massive loss caused the studio to close for good. Despite its rough opening, the movie's marvelous visuals and narrative are still appreciated today.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
Number 7. Balto. In the mid-90s, computer-generated animation quickly became an exciting new trend. Many speculate that the revolutionary new visuals spelled doom for Balto.
My name's Balto.
But you had called him idiot.
The film was based on the true story of a sled dog that helped deliver a life-saving serum in 1920s Alaska.
Theo! We're going in circles!
What?
Again! Circles is a good thing. I mean, they're circular.
Although it featured live-action segments, it mainly stuck to hand-drawn animation. Unfortunately, a little movie by the name of Toy Story premiered the month before Balto.
Steele, I'm not leaving without that medicine.
Who do you think you are? Hey, this is gonna be good.
Industry experts speculated that the novelty of the new animation took attention away from Balto. On a budget of $31 million, it only made $11 million. However, the kids who did see it loved it. Positive word of mouth and strong home video sales led to 2 direct-to-video sequels. Balto was clearly beloved in the end. Number 6. A Scanner Darkly. Combine the talented direction of Richard Linklater, a story from sci-fi master Philip K. Dick, and striking rotoscope animation, and you've got the brilliant and unique A Scanner Darkly.
You are Officer Fred?
Yes. Have a seat, please.
Taking place in the near future, the story revolves around a massive surveillance network that was developed to try and stop the spread of an illegal substance.
The guy's a phony. So keep on him until he drops, until we have enough to arrest him and make it stick.
You think he's high up in the, Substance D network?
The dystopian tropes were out in full force, and the movie looked unlike anything else in theaters at the time. Although its budget was only $8.7 million, it only brought in a comparatively meager $7.7 million.
The whole process is hidden beneath the surface of our reality. It will only be revealed later. And even then, the people of the future, our children's children, will never truly know this awful time that we have gone through.
But many new fans have discovered it since then. It probably helps that A Scanner Darkly actors like Keanu Reeves and Robert Downey Jr. have gone through excellent career revivals since then.
Frackin' frack. Ernie's on the attack. What is this? Come on.
I'm desperately afraid.
I'm gonna knock your nads up into your nostrils.
Number 5. Flushed Away. The partnership between DreamWorks and the traditionally stop-motion Aardman features led to some great movies. It's just too bad that their final co-production wasn't a hit.
Hold your nose! You can't do this! You were gonna try and flush me! Let's see how you like it!
Following a pet rat after he's flushed into the sewers, Flushed Away used CGI while keeping Aardman's charm. On a budget of $149 million, it earned $178 million.
He stole the ruby from me, and if you
No,
just put
no,
me down,
she's lying.
I'll help you get it.
All right, it's time to bring out the Persuader.
Despite exceeding production costs, the high price of marketing caused DreamWorks to lose around $109 million.
Rita! Triangle right!
What?
Just trust me!
I hope you know what you're doing!
Aardman also stepped away from the company after this financial disaster. In the midst of the negative fallout for the movie, audiences and critics still liked it upon release. That positive reception has since spread and given it new life.
That's why he needs the cable. When everyone goes to the toilet, the whole city will be flushed away. Come with me.
What about the game?
It's now considered an underrated classic in DreamWorks' repertoire. Number 4. Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
But forget the robot, son. We'll travel in style.
With a unique cast of characters led by Michael J. Fox's lovable Milo, viewers delighted in an undersea adventure to the famed city with charming characters and stunning animation.
We'll find the remnants of an ancient highway that will lead us to Atlantis. Kind of like the grease trap in your sink.
Cartographer, linguist, plumber. Hard to believe he's still single.
However, competition from movies like DreamWorks' Shrek was stiff. Atlantis ended up making $186.1 million on a budget somewhere between $90 and $120 million.
How did you get here? Well, I mean, not you personally, but your culture. I mean, how did all of this end up down here?
It is said that the gods became jealous of Atlantis. They sent a great cataclysm and banished us here.
That wasn't good for this major Disney release, after they had marketed it heavily. When The Lost Empire is discussed today, most have nothing but positives to say. With crisp art direction and a highly engaging plot, it's easy to see why.
You sure you want to stay? There's a hero's welcome waiting for the man who discovered Atlantis.
I don't think the world needs another hero. Besides, I hear there's an opening down here for an expert in gibberish.
Number 3. The Road to El Dorado.
I wouldn't set foot in that jungle for 1,000,000 pesetas.
How about 100 million?
After earning a map to the famed Golden City, conmen Tulio and Miguel are whisked off on a life-changing journey.
Terra incognita to a golden shrine.
With gorgeous animation, songs co-written by Elton John, and just the right amount of risque jokes, The Road to El Dorado should have been a major hit. At least, that's how we feel. In reality, it only made $76.4 million against its $95 million budget. Critics were also split on the plot and co-leads.
The gods are speaking for themselves now. This city and these people have no need for you anymore. There will be no sacrifices!
Regardless, those who saw it carried their love for it into the modern era. It's now beloved for its humor and characters, with several of its scenes becoming popular memes.
Both. Both is good.
Number 2, Treasure Planet.
Delbert, would you please explain how ridiculous this is?
It's totally preposterous, traversing the entire galaxy alone.
Now, at last, we hear some sense.
That's why I'm going with you.
Based on the novel Treasure Island, and with the same directing duo behind Hercules and The Little Mermaid, Treasure Planet should have been much more popular than it was. With a steep budget of $140 million, it brought back only $109.6 million. It was trounced by both Chamber of Secrets and The Santa Claus 2. Coupled with marketing costs, it became one of the biggest animation bombs ever.
Brace yourself, Doctor.
It's a shame, because the retelling offers the same yearn for adventure that the novel does while carrying you along thrilling and divinely animated set pieces. Ask any fan about it today, and they'll gush over their love for it. We should know, we're some of them.
That was more fun than I ever want to have again.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, The Iron Giant. The story of the misunderstood Hogarth and his robot friend during the Cold War is one of the most touching tales ever committed to screen, let alone animation.
This guy is Superman. Sure, he's famous now, but he started off just like you. Crash landed on Earth, didn't know what he was doing.
It's universally beloved today, but on release, it only earned about $23 million against a $70 million budget. According to several sources, Warner Brothers didn't spend enough time spreading awareness for the film.
You have him doing arts and crafts.
You got a problem with arts and crafts, little man?
He's a giant robot, Dean. It's a little undignified.
And by the time the shining reviews came rolling in, it was too late. The studio aimed to make up for it by pushing the movie hard during its home release.
There's no way to survive this, you idiot!
Thanks to their support and positive word of mouth, the Iron Giant's reputation improved. The big robot is now a larger-than-life pop culture icon.
But you have feelings, and you think about things, and that means you have a soul. And souls don't die.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.